Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my channel. I'm Samuel, your math tutor. As you know, the channel is for teaching mathematics topics across various levels of education. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel because I'm very sure that the channel will be useful for you. Today, we are looking at laws of logarithms. Laws of logarithms. But before we start with the laws, let's have a flashback on the definition of log or how we write log terms. So let's say we have uh, log to the base b, a. Now if a log terms are always written in this form. So when you have a log term written in that form, you see that we have one number down here as a subscript of the J, and then we also have another number there. Now, the one down here written as a subscript, we call it the log base. And the one in front here, we call this one the log number. So these very terms that we should have the terms in mind because as we move along the laws, we will need these terms. Or you hear me mentioning the terms over here, so you should know what the log base is, and what the log number is. Now, the logarithm, you know that it's lengthy, so we cannot write the whole word logarithm. So it's shortened as log, log, L-O-G, right? Good. Now, let's look at the first law, law 1. Some people call it the multiplication law or something like that, but I don't want to give it any specific title. So the first law, which is law 1, says when I have log of numbers multiplying each other, let's say two numbers are multiplying each other with a common base. Let's say I have base B here, and I have yes. So that's a log base and that's a log number. But if you look at a log number, you see that it's a multiplication of two numbers. There can be a multiplication of more than two numbers. You can have 3, you can have 4, but we are just restricting ourselves to multiplication of two numbers. So you have log to the base of log of the number with a multiplication of numbers. Now, the law says that we can separate these two log numbers multiplying each other with addition sign. So this is written as log of the first number m to the base b plus log of the second number to the base b. And that's the first law. So when you have log of multiplication of numbers, we can separate those products or that multiplication of numbers with addition sign. And that's the first law. For example, if I have log of 2 multiplying 3 with a common base, let's say base 5. Then this can be written as log 2 to the base 5 plus log 3 to the base 5. So you can separate the two numbers multiplying each other with addition sign as this. Now, don't forget that the reverse is also true. The reverse is also true, that when you have addition of two or more log terms, you have addition of two or more log terms with a common base. Then we can take one of the log to the common base b, and I will multiply the log numbers as m times n. So in as much as this one can be written in this form, this one can also be taken back to that form. The reverse is always true. Now let's look at the second law, law 2. I have space here. Law 2. Or let me take law 2 here. Take law 2 there. Law 2 says that if I have log of log to the base b, if I have log of two numbers dividing each other like this with a common base, then I can separate the division of the two numbers with subtraction sign. So log of division of numbers can be with a common base can be separated by subtraction sign in this way. So you have log of the numerator, that is m to the base b, minus log of the denominator n to the base b. So log of division of numbers can be separated with subtraction. Example. Log to the base 7, 2 on 3. Then we can separate this division of 2. The log number here is 2 on 3 and the base is 7. We can separate this division of numbers with subtraction sign as log of the numerator to the base minus log of the denominator 3 to the base 7. Good. So that is the second law. Now let's look at law 3. Law 3. People call that law power law. But as I said earlier on, I don't want to give it any specific name. Good. So for law 3 says that if you have log m power k to the base b, that is log of an index number, log of an index number to a base. How do you write this? Now the law says that you can write this one, log of an index number, as, now you know once an index number has a power. So the law says that the power, we can move the power to become a coefficient of the log. We can move the power to become a coefficient of the log as, so k will be here, log, so the k will move to become a coefficient of the log as k log of the number m to the base b. For example, if I have log 3, or let's say log 5 power 2 to the base 7, then the power here can become a coefficient, can move it to become a coefficient of the log. So you're going to have 2 log 5 to the base 7. I hope this law is also easy to understand. Now let's look at law 4. Now law 4 is also very simple. Law 4 says that log b to the base b, if the log number and the base are the same, then this should always give an answer of 1. So log b to the base b is equal to 1. So log of a number to the base of the same number should always give an answer of what? Of 1. Example, log 5 to the base 5. The answer should be 1. Log 7 to the base 7. The answer should be 1. So log of a number to the base of the same number should always give an answer of 1. That is the fourth law. Now let's look at law 5, the fifth law. The fifth law says that if I have log 1 to any base, log 1 to any base should always give an answer of 0. Log 1 to any base should always give an answer of 0. Example, so that is the fifth law. Log 1 to any base should always give an answer of. So once the log number is 1, whatever the base may be, it should always give an answer of 0. So let's say I have log 1 base 10, the answer is 0. Log 1 base 2, answer is 0. Log 1 base 7, the answer is 0. So log 1 to any base, the answer will always give you 0. So these are the basic laws that we have in log. And with your understanding in these laws, it should be easy for you to do any logarithm question.